Welcome back to Soapbox Central. It's been a while, but we're back and we're excited about the topics we have to talk about. So first, we are going to talk about my topic, which is The Bachelor. And I know everybody has got to have an opinion about this topic. So first of all, let's talk about a girl named Michelle. No, and she actually lives close to where you, like up on the east side.
Like right over there.
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't actually watched the show yet this season, but I've heard about her. I was reading in a blog where someone said, she is my husband's friend's ex-wife. And so they're all watching it, like their whole family, because they know her.
To see how crazy she is?
I heard she's a little crazy.
I love the fireworks coming from behind. That's all I remember.
We're going to be making babies in Tahiti. I think definitely she didn't go to counseling after her divorce.
No, Brad has issues of his own, so maybe they would be a great match. I don't know.
But he's done his counseling for 3 years. He's done his counseling for 3 years. And I think, honestly, I don't know if this is your guys', what your opinion is, but I think he has changed from the last time he was on to this time.
He's more mature this time?
Yes. I was honestly kind of like, okay, he's going on national TV saying that he's seen a shrink, and he's admitting.
Well, he had to say something, though, you know, or but how else would he explain getting to be the Bachelor again?
Yeah, and being a jerk from the last time. But it seems like he's really starting to feel better about what he's doing and trying to really get to know the girls versus just smacking on all of them.
I think it's just a second chance to kiss 20 women again.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay,
one guy wouldn't want to be the Bachelor twice, really.
Yeah.
But I do have a favorite on there. And I want to know.
Who's your favorite?
Okay, my favorite's Emily.
Which one's Emily?
She's the blonde Barbie doll.
Ooh,
really
I heard
sweet.
someone else said they really liked her.
She's the one that her fiance died on an airplane crash. Yeah, she was pregnant. And
I think she's very genuine.
Oh, she's so cute. Like her, I think he likes the Southern women.
Yeah.
Because there's another girl on there that's a New York and nanny in New York.
The one that looks like Kelly Pickler.
Yes, sort of. Yeah, like her. She's really cute too, and they both have that like Southern charm, going on. And I think he's like really into that. But he is from Austin, where we're from Texas. We're in Texas, and he's not far from us. But so I think maybe he likes the Southern girls.
I think so. I think that cute little accent is always helpful.
Anyway, so Emily's my favorite. I really like her. I want her and Brad to just on a unicorn fly away. I don't know if that's possible, but Princess Fairy Tale, whatever, white horse, whatever you want to call it. She's my favorite. So moving on, Jen has a topic of her own that she wants to discuss, and I'm excited.
Well, I thought I would ask y'all about this. What do you do when someone asks you a really personal question that you don't want to answer? Because everybody has their own level of privacy. I think maybe a more specific example is, what do you do if someone asks you, how many kids do you want to have? There's people who will say, we're trying to have a baby right now, and even give you those mental images. And other people who just feel like it's a really private thing. I think the people who don't feel like it's a private thing are not aware of the people who do, And so people will ask you and it'll be completely innocent. But how do you respond to a question like that if you want to keep it private but you don't want to be offensive?
I just make a joke about it. I don't know. I had a girlfriend that couldn't get pregnant, and it was like 6 years that after she was married that they were trying, and they would just kind of blow it off. No, we're going to wait for a little bit. And that's just their response always. And then I felt really bad when I finally found out that they were having struggles. And then I felt like the biggest idiot. I honestly think might as well go ahead and just bring it out to the world so that everyone will leave you alone, so that no one will keep asking about it.
Do you think? Because otherwise I think that people will be like, oh yeah, you don't want to ask her.
Yeah,
like,
this
is her issue, this is what she's having problems with, don't even say anything to her. And then it's kind of like behind that person, like people are discussing. I mean, I'm probably one of those people that would be like, so, how many kids are you going to have?
When are you going to get pregnant? You guys have been married for like 3 years. What's the deal?
And, I think I have a friend too that she's going through something right now, the same similar situation where they've been married for quite a while, I think almost 4 or 5 years. And it's been a constant struggle with getting pregnant. And, it's hard for her when people don't know her situation because everybody seems to be asking the same question. When are you going to have a baby? Why haven't you had it? It's 4 years. When's the baby coming along, So
it's funny that in topics of family like that, people feel like it's fair game to ask, I think. Like, when are you going to have a baby? Like, I would never ask somebody that. You know,
Yeah.
Like, what's the deal? Why are you guys still childless? Are you selfish? What's going on?
Yeah,
you know?
no, that's totally rude. No, I usually just say, I'm not sure how many I'm going to have.
Yeah, you could just be evasive,
sure.
use the politician tactic, and just kind
I'm
of
not sure,
avoid
I know.
answering the question directly.
I always say that I'm just selfish, and 2 is all for me. That's all I can do.
Yep.
And that's the thing. It's not necessarily selfish. It's just such a personal choice. That's just, to me, that's like one of the most personal things is how many, you know, your family planning. I think it's just up to you and your family. So.
All right, and Kirsten has a little bit about scare tactics.
Yeah, tell us what this is.
Okay,
This is
so
a just topic.
a couple stories I want to tell you. First, when I was younger, and you guys remember the whole burning your arm hairs off. Well,
very well.
Growing up, my father actually was trying to teach me a lesson one time where he found me playing with a lighter. I don't even know exactly what I was doing. Anyway, he decided that he was going to scare me into never doing it again. Well, turned out it didn't help out, but I mean, he took the lighter, took my foot and started it, and it scared me that I thought it was going to get burned. And definitely it taught me a lesson for a little bit until I got older and I realized that, well, I still don't know if he really burned my foot or not.
And she's walked with a limp ever since.
Yeah.
But
it's burned into her brain.
Is it too late to prosecute her father?
I know, right?
The other day,
CPS, are you watching?
My daughter comes up to me, and I think that being visual is always something good. So thank heavens that my husband has his medical book still. So I pulled out one of these books because she comes up to me and she's like, Mom, and her lips are so blistered and red because she's licking her lips all the time. And I'm like,
Chloe has that
how
problem
am I
too.
going to break her of this bad habit? And so I pulled out our skin book.
Oh, awesome.
And I said, Carly, you know, if you don't end up stopping, you're going to end up looking like this. Okay? And definitely that scared her to the point that she's like, okay, I'm done. I don't think I want to do this anymore. My younger daughter, she hasn't learned that yet. So, I mean, she's still 3 years old and anything goes with her. So she bites her fingernails, and I'm tired of that. But when it comes time, this is what I'm going to show her.
The camera get a good look at that.
Yeah, this is what I'm going to show her when she gets to the point of being old enough to understand. And so, do you guys use any scare tactics to get your kids to do things for you?
Yes, you know, when you're talking about that, I was just thinking, I've told Kate that if she doesn't brush her teeth, that her teeth will have to get drilled. And that's actually been quite effective. In fact, maybe a little too effective. Yesterday we were driving in the car and she was eating fish crackers and she started crying. She's like, I've got fish crackers stuck in my teeth and I can't brush them right now. I'm going to have to get my teeth drilled. Because
no.
Stuck.
Yeah,
so I felt kind of guilty at that point, you know. But in general, her teeth are very
too.
clean now. Well, you know what, my parents use it too. Maybe that I'm just taking after them now. But I remember being terrified that if the car started moving and I wasn't belted in, that I would die.
Yeah.
You know? And I remember once my mom was pulling out of the garage and I had put my seatbelt on and I just started like sobbing hysterically. I was like, Mom, Mom, Mom! And I really thought we were going to get in an accident. I was going to die because I didn't have my seatbelt on.
We did have an experience. It was a couple years ago. My daughter was sitting in the car and her seatbelt had fallen off and she had turned on the light so that she could see. And I said, turn off the light. Do you want to live or die? And she's like, I want to live. I want to live. Now that's a little extreme.
Okay, so we're going to discuss a little bit. I know everybody probably has, you know, those goals for the new year. I want to lose weight, get fit, get trim, whatever it may be. Kirsten has some good knowledge about that we can...
Well, it's not actually me. It's actually my husband. So I'm putting in a little plug for him. He actually does health coaching. So if you're looking to actually get fit, maybe lose some pounds from the holidays or even holidays after that, it's a great opportunity. I think that he's brilliant. I've learned a ton from the years and years that I've been with him. But
I hope you have.
It's actually something, I mean, I think I have learned something. If you guys want any ideas on how to get to that point of actually losing some weight and feeling better about yourself, check out his website. It is drkevinmcdougal.com. and he will be having some different types of coaching, or if you wanted to do some of his seminars, he does have online webinars that you can actually check out, and he can give you some tips and tricks and get you set on the road to life success for that.
And next week, we're going to have some great topics. We're going to do some tips for you guys. So I'm going to do a health tip.
I'm going to do kitchen tips.
My tips are to be announced.
Just wait and see. Tune in next time. This is Soapbox Central. I'm Andrea.
I'm Kirsten.
I'm Jen.
Bless your hearts.
Yay.